Guys, how's it going? So let's take a look at the best Akimbo class setup for the 1911. Now this right here is the second handgun I'm going to be covering in this Akimbo class setup jig that we're working on. So now just to recap, in case you hadn't seen the first one or you're unaware of how this works, here in Season 2 they released the Akimbo PERK option for all 5 handguns. It's 100% free, and all you have to do to access it is go to each handgun and complete a certain challenge. Now the challenge for each handgun is slightly different but still the same. It's different in the fact that you have to use a different PERK, but it is the same as in you have to get 3 kills in 5 separate matches with that individualized PERK equipped to a certain weapon. And to see what PERK you need to equip, all you have to do is look below the cons section. It ain't showing it now because I've already completed it, but just look below the cons section. It will say, you know, like equipped FMJ, and then it'll track your progress with like a 0 out of 5 or a 1 out of 5 or whatever, how many games you've played that you've actually completed said challenge. So now starting off, since this is an Akimbo setup, we obviously need to go to perks and equip the Akimbo PERK itself. So then scoot over to ammunition, and we're going to be throwing on the 15 round mags, because just like from the X16 video, having the maximum amount of rounds is what you want, just for the sheer fact that reload time is pretty slow. So now, like, you know, the X16 we had 23 rounds on the mag. Now with the 1911 we only get 15 in each. So I mean that's 30 rounds total, but you know, since you're running these things dual wheel and you're going to be spamming depending on the game mode and the way you're going to be playing, you're still going to run through them pretty quick. Next, nudge on over to the trigger action, and we're going to be throwing on the lightweight trigger just for the fastest fire rate, because the quicker you get them rounds out there, the more likely are you to hit what you're shooting at. Then up to muzzle, going down, throwing on the compensator. Like we said, just it's about reducing the amount of recoil that you'll experience, so your follow-up shots are more on target. Finally, we're going to go to laser, be throwing on the 5MW laser, just because that helps with you sprint to fire speed, along with giving you a visual aid as into where your bullets should be going within the ballpark, and it does help you keep a tighter pattern. But keep in mind that your position will be exposed full times. Your position's going to be given away, and people's going to know you just chilling in a corner or whatever. In terms for a full class rundown, we got the riot shield for a little bit of back protection. We got the 1911 separate I just showed you with the weapon blueprint. Like I said, that just affects the aesthetic of the weapon. For our perks, we got EOD hardline and battle hardened. For our lethal, we got a frag grenade, and for our tactical, we got a flash grenade. Okay, so we got rust. I'm in the shipment rust playlist right now, playing it in the hardcore section. Like I said, I've already explained, it's just because I've been doing the camos, and I still prefer to play core, but it's hard for me to transition between core and hardcore back and forth whenever I do these videos, so I'm just going to rock and roll with hardcore for now. I'm getting closer every day to getting Damascus. I mean, I think right now, off the top of my head, I've got like 6 weapons left, I want to say. But either way, Rust is an interesting map. I mean, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it right now. Mainly leaning towards the hate side, just because of how this map is laid out. But you know what? I've still had some stellar games on it, and hopefully this right here won't be too far from that. But there, just as you can see, it's worse than shipment in certain ways. It just depends on if the enemy gets the high ground and stuff. And I haven't got to play. I've mainly been playing it on free-for-all, so I haven't got to get that much experience in playing these objective game modes. Like I said, this is all about these 1911s. Now, unlike the X16 and like the M19, once we get to it and stuff, you do have less ammo capacity, so you kind of have to make your shots count a little bit more. So you're going to want to go about this with a reduced rate of fire, just because, I mean, you need to focus more on accurate shots and trying to get as close to your targets as you can, so you don't have to worry about spraying and praying as much and landing those lucky shots at a distance. Okay, so honestly, 1911s are not my wouldn't be my go-to for Akimbo. Now, like in core where I've used them, they are great if you want to run them as your actual secondary and have them to switch out just so you can spam them. And where the 1911s, you know, they got the 45. I mean, the X16's 45 as well. But the 1911s have a wee bit better damage. So, you know, they do make a pretty good alternative to having as an actual switch out secondary for extremely close quarters. If you know you want to switch to them, if you run out of ammo, you know, just depending on what your primary weapon is and how you're actually running it. But either way, The 1911 is really fun to use, and I mean, I do love how they look. You know, they kind of, especially with this platinum on it, it gives it a really, really nice stainless steel look, and it reminds me a lot of the, you know, the Mustang and Sally off Black Ops 1. Not being an identical representation of those weapons, but just kind of the symbolism of it and how it kind of ties back into that. And like I said, I have a lot of time under my belt using the old Mustang and Sally 1911s after, you know, the hundreds of hours I've spent playing some Black Ops 1 zombies. Man, we are really killing the you gotta love spawns right there. We're killing the objective. We ain't really, we weren't part of the capture team or anything, but not doing too shabby. Now, I mean, this is a map too. I mean, depending on how, like I said, if the teams get the high ground or whatever, you just kind of got to play around getting spawn killed and stuff. It can be very hard to have a high KD on this map, just like Shipment, because it's not as much about, you know, your skill or even the enemy team's skill or whatever. It's just about going around and rotating the map, dealing with the spawns, whether they're good, bad, or ugly, and just how people are posting up around the map. But I feel like this map does, you know, offer up a chance to give a good insight into how a weapon and classes with that weapon can perform. So, you know, I don't think it'll be a total loss. But right now, we're at the bottom of the map, at the bottom of the leaderboard, and we're getting it stuck in our ear. But we can turn that around at any point in time. Now, the sprint to fire speed with this, it is really good. Like right there, we just got caught sliding in. But you see, if you get used to using those lasers to your advantage, you can really, really dial in those first few shots. And normally in hardcore, those first few shots is really all that matters. So if you're playing core, it's a slightly different story. You know, people, you run into a lot more pre-aim and stuff. Well, you run into that at any time, but okay, so look, we're going to bring it right out the gate, pop that, and see, we had it center screen. I don't know if it was just one or two bullets that slammed that man, but one way or the other, he got, and we're the ones that got him, so that is all that matters. So we got these guys all going to be spawning this left side. Look at that, man. We are popping them right off. Okay, I was about to say if we could get a nice little long-range do-jig right here, that'd be nice, but I think we're going to have somebody else chilling. Oh, we got a hit markers in hardcore, especially the 1911. That's unfortunate. We're creeping our way back up to where we belong at the top. See if we get a concussion over there. Oh, nope. You know, and compared to that shipment match, the X16 that we done, you know, we haven't had the misfortune of dropping like 10 teammates, which resulted in getting like, you know, who knows how many more deaths that we wouldn't have got beforehand. But I mean, what do you expect on these small hardcore maps? Like, it's going to happen, especially if you're running around dual wielding handguns and just trying to spray and pray so you don't get spawn killed. It's going to happen. So Jesus Christ, okay, we just got hit with a missile. I don't have my game audio turned up that much right now, as I should have, but I don't really feel like I'm trying to adjust it on the fly right now while I'm recording. So these people are kind of getting some swanky kills on me that I don't quite think they would be getting on the other hand. Okay, why is there somebody? There's always somebody that manages to just eke their way to the top of that tower, and it's like nobody really pays attention to them until they kill about everybody 2 or 3 times. But we just kind of okay. So look, so we got distance, we got a hit marker. So yeah, that is definitely outside of this handgun's effective range. Don't get me wrong. Could you kill somebody that high, that far away? You sure can, but it's just about the trade-off of, you know, are you willing to spend all the time and all the deaths to, you know, to accomplish that goal. Okay, getting a little bit of a ping spike right now too. Like I said, I know most people probably don't even make it this far into the video. That's why I'm with these. I'm kind of willy-nilly about performance. Like, you know, I honest to God normally perform worse in a lot of these videos than I do on average, but I just let them fly anyways. Like, not you know, like I said, trying to keep honest content. You know, everybody has bad games. Okay, we got a guy just chilling right here. I'm glad that UAV come in here when it did. So let's just chill right here. I know that somebody's going to push through this red container one way. Oh, that's a hailstorm. Okay, I don't think we're going to end up shooting through that container. And we got killed from the splash damage by that bad boy right there. Our team is going to end up eking out the win one way or the other right here. Like, I don't think these guys are really able to coordinate their pushes towards the objective at all. And my team is doing a really good job of defending that whole thing right there. So this is only the 3rd headquarters match I think I've played on this map, like, ever. And like, in this game in general is like my first real experiences with Rust, aside from some custom zombie maps that I've played that was like Rust remakes. So, you know, I'm not, in terms of multiplayer experience, me and this map don't really have any history with one another. But man, finishing third or maybe even fourth if that one teammate goes off before us, that kind of hurts my feelings. Because, I mean, you can definitely do a lot better, but I mean, as you can see, I am, like I said, I'm getting a little bit of interference right here from the internet, and there's nothing I can really do about that. We got a nice little three-piece right here towards the end of the video, though, so I ain't gonna complain. Oh, can we pop a headshot? Nope, not gonna happen, Captain. So it's all about getting in those engagements where you have the most surface area, like whenever people lay down or even crouching at times, especially if they're on a head camp. You know, I mean, it's hard. It's all you can do sometimes to get people if they're on a head camp with an AR or something with a, you know, optic or anything. So when you're dual wielding pistols like this, you want the most surface area possible so that you can get those hip fire shots, have a better chance of landing. You know, especially if you're trying to play core or something, you're really just going to want to limit yourself to using this in like an enclosed space, you know, buildings, things of that nature, just because the game, like, it's against you in general, just because, you know, I mean, your accuracy is so limited, even with this laser setup, and I mean, I feel like it's definitely most optimized with this. Okay, is it been captured or is it just contested? Okay, where's this man at? Thank you, sir, for dropping that grenade. So this might actually end up being closer than we bargained for right here at the very end of this thing. Okay, teammate, just pushing me around. Let's see how it is. When it comes to push and shove, we got mortar fire and everything else dropping right here. So there we go. We got that. How much time's left? So we got a minute. Is it even ticking down? This is not a game mode that I've really frequented. The reload time. We could have got both of those individuals. My God, though, we're creeping our way back up to first place. I think it's still possible. Just unlikely. Okay, let's cook this grenade and see what we got right here. Oh, baby, getting shot in the back. That can be some of the most frustrating garbage that you ever come. Oh, let's back her up and just kind of push through. Like I said, these lasers, aiming off sight from where you're walking can be a great way to, oh, okay, well, that guy walked into it, so let's pop a reload, because I think they should definitely be spawning right over around this corner, unless for some unknown, well, that guy was just chilling right on top of our noggin the whole time, so good for him, good for him. What was those hit markers, bro? We're playing hardcore. You're supposed to, like, stub your toe and die, not, you know, not take 45 ACP to the chest and smile at me. Unless I guess I just nicked him like on a little bit of arm meat or something. Okay, so we got these guys pushing mid-map, and I just about lit my teammate up right there. Sometimes when I see that ghillie suit, I don't know, it just registers as an enemy immediately, because I'm like, you know, he's hiding from something. Can we shoot through that? Awesome guy. I think that was a wall bang, but you know, I ain't gonna argue with the game. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a capture right here. We need to watch anybody pushing up this backside. Come on, I know somebody's gonna kill me like right here at the tail end of this thing. Nice. Okay, so we got that. Okay, yeah, they're all spawning back that way, and a couple of our teammates have, well, 3 of our teammates, the majority of them have already got took out. So we're gonna wait for these guys to push up on me. Well, we got the victory anyway. Still got second place. I don't know what the KD is, but oh, no, we couldn't fire. Okay, guys, well, look, that's that for the 1911. I'm glad we picked up the pace right here towards the end of the video. And we got play of the game, hot dog. I swear we got that, well, 4-piece all together, but we got a nice little triple right here. So, yeah, look, try out the Akimbos. It's worth spending the minimal amount of time it takes to do that. Oh, my God, that negativity right there. But, you know what, we got 2 captures, most captures on the team. We play the objective. But yeah, okay, so look, give the video a thumbs up. For those of you that like the pistol content, be sure to share your friends. If you're new, be sure to smack that subscribe button. Let me know the content you guys want to continue to see, especially after I get Damascus. And yep, until the next one, adios.